Did you know that John F. Kennedy wanted to be a writer, but settled for president? Did you know that Napoleon Bonaparte wanted to be a writer, but settled for emperor? What is it about these men with their voice, their words, their passion, their power that translates to president or emperor or writer? Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Anybody can write a book, anybody can write a poem. Why did these men change the world instead of doing their passion, their hobby of writing? Have you ever read Clisson et Eugénie by Napoleon Bonaparte? It's never been published by Napoleon. He wrote it. It was published posthumously. The manuscript was left after his death. Why? Why would Napoleon not publish this beautiful love story of a soldier going off to war? Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. There's a certain higher power that you can use your voice to help others more than just for the sake of words and art. You look at Winston Churchill, he wrote tons of books. What do you want to be known for in the world? Do you want to go down in history as this brilliant author? But Napoleon gets the call to duty. General Napoleon stabilizes France with the Code Napoleon as people are literally losing their head to the guillotine. A national savior of law and order and public service in France in the midst of revolution. He saw the greater good. He's like, look, I love writing all these romance books of soldiers going off to war and saying goodbye to their lover, but I can save my nation. You look at John F. Kennedy. He was a brilliant writer. You see his work, but you also see, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. He saw he could use his words. And so now I challenge you, not just to think, but to do. Not just to dream, but to act and make those dreams become a reality, because the world needs more courageous leaders who are willing to do God's good work, who are willing to, as Teddy Roosevelt in his Man in the Arena speech says, it is not the critic who counts. Anybody can write a criticism or a piece of art or poetry. Anybody, like Napoleon, can write this brilliant love story. But has society benefited from the Code Napoleon, which is the basis of law in Louisiana and France even today? Has society benefited from John F. Kennedy's leadership, landing a man on the moon? There is so much greater good that you can do when you use your power, your voice, your passion, and you see all of these people who changed the world started as writers. And to be honest, everybody wants to be a writer, but there's no money. But what good is it? Clisson et Eugénie is a work of art. It is brilliant, it is beautiful. But Napoleon did not want to be known as the romance author. That's why he didn't publish it. He wanted to serve his country, to stabilize his nation, to provide a certain sense of civil codes to his country in crisis. And that is a testament to serving your community. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country in this time of crisis and social upheaval where people are going crazy post-COVID, economic crises. Drugs are everywhere, society is falling apart with inflation, tariffs. The world is a mess right now. War in Israel, war in Ukraine. People need less criticism on social media. It is not the critic who counts, said Teddy Roosevelt. It is the man who's actually in the arena. The doer of deeds, Teddy Roosevelt says. The people who do stuff, who stabilize a nation, General Napoleon creating a civil code of laws. Anybody can write Clisson et Eugénie. It takes a certain amount of courage to be the general who returns as emperor to stabilize his nation instead of going off and becoming a romance author. It takes a certain courage of John F. Kennedy serving his nation for freedom, for democracy, to have peace in the Cold War, as opposed to just staying a writer. How do you plan to serve the people around you for a better tomorrow? Anybody can write a best-selling book, but it takes a certain amount of courage to turn that passion and energy for words into a better society for us all.